Oh, it's very Mrs. Doubtfire, wasn't it? Yeah, it's Hayley at Craft Yourself Silly, and we're doing a quick live. We did a live last weekend, not last weekend, last Tuesday, with Janice, looking at some of the panels and how to add borders and things to them. That's the one we did. Is that upside down? That's better. Look, there you go. So that's the one we did when we were doing it together as a live, and this is what she should have done. So I'm going to take you through today a few different options on how to border things, and then I'm actually going to do a normal video, not a live, and then pop that up onto YouTube for anybody who wants to be able to look at in a bit more detail how to do different borders and things. So this is the one we should have done. Super simple. You take one of the honor rolls and one of the panels, you put a piece down each side, which is just a smidge longer than the width of the panel, and you sew one onto either side. Once you've sewn them on, you're going to trim them down so they're the exact same height as the edges of the panels, and then you're going to go ahead and put the top and bottom on. So the top and bottom, you do exactly the same thing, but this time you go to just past the edge of the strips you've just added. Now, what happened with Janice was she kind of stormed ahead a little bit. She cut all 4 of her pieces. I'll just remove these from underneath so you can see a bit more clearly. She cut all 4 of her pieces before she started sewing them together, which then meant the 2 bits that she'd cut for the sides, which were the correct size, perfect, but then when she came to stitch top and bottom on, they were a little bit short. So we did a little bit of a longer kind of live than we expected, and it ended up being 2-3 parts, a couple of technical difficulties, but we got there in the end. And she did a post later on where she sewed, showed how she finished another one using the same technique, and she did it all by herself. But what we did at that point was we added in these kind of cornerstone pieces to make up for the gaps that she'd left, because it would have been super easy to say unpick it, put another strip in, but maybe you don't have that extra piece of fabric to be able to do that. So we showed kind of, if stuff goes wrong, how to fix it kind of thing. But what I did want to show you today is one of our design team, Heather, has brought in some extra samples. Why is that? Oh, it stopped. Just bear with me, caller. Let me, oh no, it's going to want a face, isn't it? I can't do a face upside down. Oh. Are we back? Oh, low battery. Please charge. Excellent. We're back in the room. Okay. I just want to show you. Let me see if I can get it to do go sideways. There we go. Oh, where are we? Perfect. Right. A couple of other ones that Heather's brought in today that she's actually done with the panels, and a couple of slightly kind of different techniques and taking it one up from where we were. So this is one of the new Seaside patchwork panels. Very, very cute. And what she's done is she's put a folded border on the edge, and I think that dark border followed by the light border really just frames it beautifully. And she's quilted all of these pieces in as well, so she's added even more texture to this one. So this one I think has come out absolutely beautifully. And the last one I wanted to show you was one where she's just added a really simple white border, because kind of you've got the white of the swan, so really simple white border, bound the edge. So this one's just a mini quilt really. Edge has been bound with the same colour as the backing. If you have a look on the back where she's, oh, you can't quite see. Let me just see if you can, you see she's quilted everything in. It's not picking up terribly well on the camera. It's picking up better. I'll see if I can get it better on this one. Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit better on that one. She's quilted it in, so because obviously it's a mottled background on here, you're not it isn't picking up quite as well on camera as I would like. But if that was a plain one, that would look absolutely stunning. I mean, it looks stunning in real life because you can see, and she's done it with a a white contrasting thread. So I will do a proper video for that, and I will let you know when it is up, because there's 2 or 3 different techniques, and I kind of want to put them all into one video, or maybe do 2. Do I want to do 3 separate ones? I'll have to think, but do like a whole section on different techniques of how you can do it. So I know I did promise you a live, but there is so much more you can do with these panels, and so much more you can do with the rolls kind of in combination with them as well. But I do also have some admin. Emma's given me a list of admin here. The shop is opening next Saturday. That is so close. It's gonna be fine. Yeah. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, we're nowhere near at the minute. We're still building furniture and putting stock in. There's 10 days, man. It's be fine. So yes, that's opening. We do still have a handful. No, she gave me some of the super special tickets. There they are. Super special tickets. We do have a handful of the super special tickets. There's a few for the morning and a few left for the afternoon. There's 10% off on our opening weekend anyway, and I know a lot of people are a little bit too far away and can't make it. But if you are coming down, there's 10% off in the shop next weekend when we open. With the super special ticket, you also get your £10, which is the value of the ticket, back as a credit. So you can spend that on the day. You get an additional 10% off on top of 10% that's off already. And you also get a goodie bag as well. So we do have a few left. There's not many, but there's a little kind of handful of these left. They're on the website, and I think it's just put it like on the home page, and it says shop opening, and you'll find them in there. We also, when we did the Facebook Live for these, we had there is still a competition on. Now, because the Facebook Live was a little bit glitchy with, I think there was glitchy sound and there was glitchy picture, because we're trying to do 2 people at once. We have actually extended this just by a couple of days. So you need to get you need to get your images of your makes into either competitions at craftyourselfsilly.com, or you can DM us via Messenger through Facebook. That's another option as well. But they need to be into us by Monday. That's Monday the 23rd. And the winner, what we'll do is we'll do the same as we did last time. Hopefully Emma won't delete options when we put them up, so we have to start the poll again. But everything, the best 5 will go up onto a Facebook poll. People can vote on there, and then the winner gets a £50 voucher to spend on the Craft Yourself Silly website. So let me just see if I can get into Facebook and see if anybody is there. I have pressed the button to say we're live, haven't I? Or am I just totally chatting to myself? I mean, it could be. Does this say it's live, or have I just chatted to myself for like 20 minutes? It is. Oh, that's fine then. I just thought I'd been chatting to myself because I'd gone onto Facebook and nothing was lit up, and I was like, oh my gosh. It's fine. It's all good. What other news do we have? We're going to Quick Market in Texas, so very excited about that. We had a chat with our American distributor Friday, and they're like, yeah, brilliant, and they're going to launch some more new stuff as well. So very excited, very excited. What else have we got going on? Oh, we're going to be at the Newcastle Racecourse. That is, I'm going to have to get a little diary now, aren't I? So this weekend, we're not doing anything. Well, we're finishing the shop. Next weekend, shop opening. So that's the 28th. The 29th, which is the Sunday, on Create and Craft. Let me just see, because the messages aren't coming up on this one. Oh, there they are. Look, there's loads. I didn't see all them. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Christine. Hi, Joe. Hi, Karen. There we go. Oh, no. I can hear Imogen coming with that clipboard. I can literally, I can hear the whiteboard pen. There's going to be something. Right. So let me go back through. So this weekend, finishing the shop. Next weekend, we're opening the shop on the Saturday and then down at Create and Craft on the Sunday. We do have a bit of a clearance show because they've got a big event on and they wanted super duper prices. So that's what we have done. And then the following weekend, hopefully is quiet, a bit of nothing. The one after, which is the 11th, which is a Friday through till the 13th, that's the quilt show at Newcastle Racecourse. So if you're coming along to that, we'll see you there as well. And then the weekend after that, oh, I haven't got a quiet weekend that first weekend in October. I'm back at Create and Craft. Oh, stock it. Right. Nothing this weekend. Shop and Create and Craft next weekend. Seamless Sunday, I think it is, on the 6th of October. And then Racecourse the weekend after. Then Create and Craft again on the 20th. Then Texas. So it's a very busy 6 weeks. My feet will not touch the ground. But if you would love to join us for any of these things that we're doing, we'd love to see you. What have we got? Yeah, we should have a proper live next week. I'll try and do another demonstration one, just because we haven't really had time. And plus, we've absolutely decimated this room that we usually do the lives in. So at the minute, I've got a totally blank wall. So we need to sort that out. So we just kind of set our studio back up, because at the minute, it's a little bit bare, but that's okay. We will sort it. So yes, I will try and. Well, what demos would you like? Let me know. Let me know what things you would like. I know what I'll do. We'll go back to basics. We'll do one on tension and some of our not fusible, tearaway stabilizer, because that stuff makes such a big difference, especially if you're doing quite intricate stitches. It doesn't have to just be for getting big embroidery machines. A lot of people just see it used for that. It's not just what it's for. You can use it for so many other things as well. So I think that's what we'll do next weekend. We'll go back to basics. We'll have a little bit of a class on tension, on needles, and on why you would use that tearaway interfacing. So I've said it now, Imogen, so you have to make me do it. Oh, she's gone quiet. So let me just quickly click on the comments. Oh, see, they keep coming in and I don't see them. How do I make... Oh, she's in with that clipboard. Here we go. Oh, I said that next week... I'm just looking at Imogen. I said that next week for the Facebook Live, we'll do it at 5 o'clock again, because I like quite 5 o'clock. I think it's quite good. And then everybody's gone home and it's a bit easier. I said we would do back to basics. So tension, tearaway stabilizer, and needles. We've got to get it all out of the shop anyway. We're going to leave one up here. Yeah, so we've got Imogen's going to sort it out. I trust her. I can't see the comments. Why isn't it showing me the comments? Oh, I don't know. Yes, I am going to do some proper videos for these, because they're such lovely panels. And I think sometimes a panel's a really nice place to start. So let me just hold up a couple of these again, because half of the work is done for you. And especially if you've got kind of no inspiration, then this is a lovely way to go, because you've got everything that you need there to start you off. Am I in the middle? No. Do you know what I need? I need to just go back onto here. There you go. Now I can see what I'm doing live. That's better. Because these are, especially if you've lost your mojo with your sewing as well, it's a really nice way to get back into something, because you can do as much or as little as you want on this. You can just border it and done. Joe, good to see. How to fix a mistake on the live. Yes, that's always a winner. Hi from Sharon. First time watching for Carol. Oh, hello. And Alexandra is stitching now. Thank you. I don't know why my messages aren't coming up. We see I've had to use my camera as my overhead one because I forgot to charge the spare one. But we've been very busy. So yes, you can do as little or as much as you want. For example, let me get the one I did last weekend. This one has had very little done to it. All that's happened here is we put a border on and then we've added an envelope back. Complete project. Or you can take it up a step and you can put a border on, add some quilting and then bind it, and that's a finished mini quilt. But I mean, I'm saying mini quilt. It's perfect for the center of a table. It's perfect for like the maybe a mat that you're going to put your sewing machine on to stop it skidding about. It doesn't, just because I'm calling it a mini quilt, it doesn't have to be used. It doesn't have to be hung up, or I mean, obviously it'd be a bit cold in the night with that, but it doesn't have to be just that. And those panels come with 2 of the main feature image, and it comes with 4 small ones as well. So if you wanted to extend this out, you could start with that, then add the 4 onto the corners as cornerstones and build it out from there. So they're quite a nice kind of size panel as well. And this one, she's kind of gone all out with this one. Let me go that way. Sorry, I've got hiccups. So she's quilted the panel. If I take a little bit closer, you'll maybe see that. So there's loads of little bits of quilting on there. She hasn't stitched all these little bits together. They're printed on, and she's just basically followed the lines as if it was Stitch in the Ditch. And then stitched around where all the kind of waves and the waves meet the beach, stitched all of that. And you could go even further. You could free motion into this, and you could free motion different, designs within it. Then she's added that little kind of flanged border, which is a really simple thing to do. You're going to take one of the 1.5 inch rolls, fold it in half, and then stitch it along that edge. And then when you come to add your next border on, you're going to catch that in there so you can't see your first row stitching. And that's what will give you that double border. And I think it's quite nice to have that little bit of movement in it as well. So you've got, this just arrived today, so I was well happy that this arrived. It's going to go in our shop. So excited. But quilt size that these are going to, oh no, hang on. Sharon needs some help with corners. Borders never go flat or straight. Okay. I will definitely, I don't know when I'll get to these videos, but I will definitely do the videos that I'll put a post up on Facebook saying when they're live on YouTube. But I think I would like to do them where we've got a little bit more time and we can actually kind of chop and change and cut a bit more rather than a continuous live. But there are definitely ways that you can help with those borders and help get them to stay flat. One is definitely ironing and pressing as you go, because and if you're not that good at getting a straight line, then there's nothing wrong with drawing a straight line on before you start. The other reason that your borders might not be going straight is your fabric might be moving as you're doing it. So in that instance, I would say more pins or more clips will help you. There's loads of different ways, and I think we'll do all of that in a couple of videos, because the other option for corners as well is to have the kind of, the mitered corner on there as well, and we haven't done that. We haven't got a sample of that one here, but again, not super difficult. It's just the worst bit about that is remembering to cut your edges longer than you need them, because everybody forgets and everybody cuts it that little bit short, and then they're unpicking to cut a bigger one. So that, I would say, is the most difficult bit about that. But we'll definitely do that. And I will catch up with you next Tuesday when we go back to basics and we do a little bit of a masterclass on tension, needles, and the tearaway stabilizer. And we can show you what a difference that makes. So I will disappear for tonight, because you know what? Not had any lunch, and I wondered why I was so hungry, and now I realized I've not really had any lunch. So I'm going to go and get some dinner, and I will catch up with